I found 10 of the best kids learning apps to teach phonics, reading, spelling, math skills, and more. But which of these is the best of the best and which should you probably pass on? We'll find out later in the video, but first, let's get started reviewing these 10 kids early learning apps. And stay tuned later in the video because I'm really excited to share with you some amazing plant-based cleaning products that I just discovered. But first, let's get to the reviews. First up is Homer. This is an early learning program for kids ages 2 to 8 that teaches reading, math, thinking skills, creativity, and social emotional learning. Toddlers and preschoolers will learn about letters and numbers, counting, shapes, feelings, memory, pretend play, and art. Older kids will develop phonemic awareness, read and spell short words and sentences, and develop reading fluency. They'll also learn addition and subtraction, multiplication, critical thinking, and more. It's also kid-safe certified and contains no ads. The Homer app offers a 30-day free trial, which is really great. But I have a link for you in the video description below where you can get a 60-day free trial, which is even better. Just make sure to sign up online using that link before you download the app. If you decide to keep this program after your free trial ends, it will cost $12.99 a month or $79.99 if you pay for a full year up front. Once you sign up, you can download the app to your Amazon, iOS, or Android device and add up to 4 children. Your child will just click the play button to begin learning. They can choose any activity they want to try, or they can click on My Daily Plays where the activities are chosen for them to do. The activities are very cute and well designed in my opinion, and short enough to keep your child's attention. For reading, there is a learning path, which I like because I think it's important to learn things in a certain order. Much of the rest of the app is more for practice because they can jump around. I definitely think these learning games are good and high quality though. But it's just not as formally laid out as some of the other early learning apps on this list. If you want to check out your child's progress, you can get to the app activity insights through the parent section of the app. Next on our list is a free early learning program for kids called Teach Your Monster. There are basically 4 different kids learning apps here. Teach Your Monster to read, Reading for Fun, Teach Your Monster math skills, and an adventurous eating game. All 4 programs are completely free if you do them online. But if you download the apps, you will need to pay $8.99 for the Teach Your Monster to Read app. Teach Your Monster to Read is designed to teach your child everything from letter sounds to reading full sentences. It follows a learning path and reminds me a lot of the learning games that you'll find in the paid early reading programs. You'll even get to create an account and view your child's progress, all for free, which I think is really great. Reading for Fun is designed to get kids reading more and boost their confidence in reading. It's sort of an adventure type game with quests and a village to explore that incorporates reading and books into the story. Teach Your Monster Number Skills is designed to teach early math skills to kids ages 4 to 6 and follows a learning path similar to the Teach Your Monster to Read program. Finally, the adventurous eating game encourages picky eaters to eat a broader range of foods and build a better relationship with food. Next is a very popular early learning app that I'm sure you've heard of called ABC Mouse. I have covered this program in depth on my channel because it has a lot to offer. So definitely check that video out if you want to see this program in detail. ABC Mouse is an online learning program for kids ages 2 to 8 that includes language arts, math, social studies, science, art and music, and more. It's kid-safe certified with no ads to worry about. Right now, if you go to their website, they have a special offer of $45 per year, which is a great deal. But if you want to get a 30-day free trial and pay monthly instead, I have a link for you in the video description below where you can do that. Once you sign up and get past all those screens where they try to sell you additional products, you'll be able to set up your account. You can use ABC Mouse on your computer, or you can download the app to your Apple, Amazon, or Android device. Once you do that, your child is ready to start learning, but I am going to warn you, this app is a little more complicated than the others on this list. The main curriculum can be found by just having your child do the learning path, where the activities will be presented one at a time for them to complete. But for each activity they do, they will earn tickets, which can be used for virtual pets and other things in the app. And I clearly remember when we used this for my older daughter when she was around 4 or 5. She spent most of the time just playing around with the pets and not doing as much of the learning as I had expected. Still, I think this is probably one of the most comprehensive early learning programs on the list, and kids really seem to love it. They also offer progress tracking for parents. And if you want to be able to measure your child's progress in math and reading, you can purchase the Assessment Center for an additional $99 a year. Next on our list is an early learning program for kids in pre-K through 6th grade called Adapted Mind. You can get your first month for free, and if you go to cancel, they may just offer more free months for you. That's what happened to me. I canceled within the first 30 days, and they offered me another 3 months for free. And then when that 3 months was up, I went to cancel again, and they offered another free 3 months. So if you like it, you might as well see if that works for you too. If they do eventually charge you for it, it will cost $9.95 a month for up to 5 children. Once you sign up, your child will be able to log on and choose which skills they want to practice. They can choose math, reading, science, social studies, or super skills. Then they will follow a learning path, playing learning games, reading stories, learning new vocab words, and practicing their math skills. For math, they have something called Smart Practice, where the lessons are chosen based on your child's strengths and weaknesses, which is pretty cool. And you can view your child's progress towards mastery in each of the different math skills. There are also printable worksheets and video lessons to help your child learn the skills that you can access at any time. Unlike some of the other early learning programs on this list, Adapted Mind is done online. They do have an app you can download, but it's only for the math portion of the program. Overall, I think this is a pretty nice program to teach math and reading to kids. It's a lot simpler than some of the other programs, which might be a good thing when it comes to kids learning apps. Before we move on, I did promise that I was going to share with you these new cleaning products that I discovered. I was surprised to find how unsafe it actually was for me to be using the kinds of cleaning products that I was using in my kitchen. So I want to show you this disinfectant I've switched to called Soluguard. It's the first EPA-approved plant-based disinfectant that's safe to use all over your house and even around food. As a homeschool mom, I love easy shopping and being able to keep my family safe. I recently tried a whole line of cleaning products from an online store where I can get all my home essentials, and they are less expensive, cleaner, and made in the USA. The products work great and smell great too without all those harsh chemicals. They don't even have to have child-proof caps on because they are all plant-based. And there has never been an insurance claim in the 30 plus years that they've been in business. Check out the link in the video description below to get more information and $100 worth of free products. Okay, now back to the reviews. Next is an online learning website for kids in pre-K through 3rd grade called Kids Academy. This is a simple and ad-free program that's designed for kids to be able to do on their own without needing their parents' help to figure it out. They also have a bunch of worksheets that you can download and print out to give your kids some hands-on practice in addition to the app. With the Kids Academy program, kids will learn math, reading, science, social studies, and even chess, which is a neat option. You can get your first month free, and after that, it will cost $12.99 a month. This program can be done online, but they do also have an app, although it's kind of hard to find. If you're looking for it in the Google Play Store, it's the one called Kids Academy Talented and Gifted. With this program, your child will choose the subject they want to learn about, and then they will follow a learning path, including videos and activities to complete. There are a lot of worksheets which can be done online or printed off to have your child do, which is a nice feature. I really like that they walk your child through the program step by step so that they know how to use it on their own. I know a lot of times the whole reason parents are looking for an early learning app is so that they can have something to keep their kids occupied with while they get other things done. If you have to keep stopping to show your kids how to use it, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So it's nice that with this one, you shouldn't have to do that. Next on our list is a program that I really happen to like called Hooked on Phonics. Even though the name suggests that this is just for reading, your subscription to Hooked on Phonics also includes Hooked on Spelling and Hooked on Math. So it's definitely a complete early learning program. And you can also include monthly practice packs in your subscription so your kids can get some hands-on practice. Your child can do this program on the computer, or you can download the app, although I do recommend signing up online first. If you use my link that I've shared with you below, you can get your first month for just $1. So it's almost like a free trial. And they'll even send you that practice pack too, even though you only paid $1. So that's nice. I'm just not sure if it works the same way if you download the app first. After your first month, this will cost $16.98 a month if you include the monthly practice packs, or if you want just the app, it'll be $13.99 a month. When you sign up, it also doesn't mention that you can use it on a Windows computer, but I was able to find the app in the Microsoft Store. Just remember, depending on your device, you may need to download the Hooked on Spelling and Hooked on Math apps separately. Similar to other kids' learning apps on this list, your child will follow a learning path, watching short video lessons and doing practice exercises. There are 2 learning modes for the reading program: pre-reader and learn to read mode. Pre-reader is for kids ages 3 and 4, and learn to read is for kids ages 4 to 8. Hooked on Math is for kids ages 3 to 9 and follows a similar pattern. And there's also the Hooked on Spelling program included in your subscription. In addition to the learning path, there's also a library of books, games, and music that your child can access. You can also adjust the level where your child starts in the program. For instance, if your child is going to start the Learn to Read program, but they're already in 1st grade, you might start them with step 7, and you can easily do that. If you want to learn more about the Hooked on Phonics program, including how you can get the original version of Hooked on Phonics that you might remember from your childhood, check out my full review video. Next is a really popular and completely free kids early learning app called Khan Academy Kids. This is from the same organization behind the free online learning program Khan Academy. It's completely free with no ads and no in-app purchases, and it's designed for kids ages 2 to 8. And for a free program, you'll probably be surprised by the quality. Kids will learn early literacy skills, reading, writing, math, creativity, and social emotional learning skills. They'll be able to follow an adaptive learning path, but there's also the option to access the library of books, videos, and other activities at any time. Unlike some of the other early learning programs on this list, Khan Academy Kids does not have an online option. The app is available to download on Apple, Amazon, and Android devices. You can add multiple child profiles to keep their progress separate, although there aren't any parent analytics with this app. The activities on Khan Academy Kids align with the Head Start Learning Outcomes Framework and Common Core. And while it's completely free to use, if you enjoy the app and you're able to, they definitely welcome donations to support their nonprofit work and keep the app free. Next on the list is an online early reading program that I really like called Red Apple Reading. Unlike the other programs I've shared with you today, this is strictly a reading program. But I just really like this program, so I wanted to include it on this list so you can see how nice it is. The Red Apple Reading program has 3 levels, so it can be used by kids in pre-K through 3rd grade. Kids will learn everything from letter names and sounds and phonemic awareness to vocab, reading comprehension, and more advanced phonics skills. You can get a 1-month free trial of this online reading program, and after that, it's $7.50 a month for one child and another $2.50 a month for each additional child. Unfortunately, there is no app to download for this program, but it can be used on any device with access to a web browser. Red Apple Reading is a little more difficult to set up as you'll have a separate parent and child login, but you'll be able to see your child's progress on the parent dashboard, which is nice. Level 1 of the program is a free play mode where your child can pick any activity to try. But levels 2 and 3 follow a learning path much like some of the other early learning programs on this list. And I just really like the activities. They're bright and engaging, and I have to admit I even had fun doing them while making this video. Next is Reading Eggs, another popular kids early learning program that teaches math and reading skills. This can be used for kids ages 2 to 13, and you can get a free 30-day trial of the program with the link I've shared with you below. After your free trial, it will cost $9.99 a month. Reading Eggs is a little more complicated to set up, but it has a lot to offer. There are 4 different levels to the reading program, and they have a placement test to help you decide which level your child should be in. Reading Eggs Junior is for kids ages 2 to 4 and helps build alphabet knowledge and ready-to-read skills. Reading Eggs is for kids ages 3 to 7 and includes lessons that teach phonics, sight words, and early reading skills. Fast Phonics is for kids ages 5 to 10 and teaches key phonics skills and spelling. Finally, Reading Express is for kids ages 7 to 13 and helps kids continue to build important literacy skills. They also include the Math Seeds program for kids ages 3 to 9, which teaches foundational math and problem-solving skills. Reading Eggs can be done on the computer or through an app. You'll get a parent dashboard where you can view your child's progress, as well as a bunch of free printable worksheets to go along with the program. There's also a library with tons of online books kids can read. There's definitely a lot to this program, and I do have a full review video on my channel that you can check out if you want to learn more. Finally, last on the list is definitely my kids' favorite early learning app, Lingo Kids. This is a kid-safe certified ad-free app that teaches math, writing, life skills, and more. My 4-year-old twins really like playing this one, and it's the only app that I've continued to pay for because every time I think that I can get away with canceling it, that's right when they ask to play it again. If you do sign up for Lingo Kids, do it online first because I think the pricing may be different if you do it in the app. I've noticed that with a lot of apps, so I definitely recommend going to the websites first because that's usually where you'll get the best price and free trial offers. If you sign up for Lingo Kids online, you'll get a 7-day free trial, and after that it will cost $13.49 a month, which is a little on the expensive side for a kids app, but I thought it was worth it. Unlike some of the other early learning apps on this list, Lingo Kids does not follow any sort of a learning path. Kids can just choose whatever activity they want to do, or they can choose one of the recommended activities that pop up when each activity is completed. But if you go into the categories, you can find academic learning paths and activities grouped by subject and age. So if you'd like your child to do certain activities, you can definitely do this together and pick for them. So that's my list of the 10 best kids early learning apps in 2024. But which is the best of the best and which is the worst? Let's talk about it. We'll start with the worst. And while these are all good programs, or I wouldn't have included them, if I have to pick the one that I like least, it's going to be Adapted Mind. I had high hopes for that program, and at one time I was even planning to do a full review video of it, but I just don't think there's enough substance. Maybe I just need more time with it. But just because it isn't my favorite doesn't mean that it's not worth giving a try, especially if they give you several months for free like what happened to me when I went to cancel it. And the best kids early learning app? This is a tough one because there are several really good programs here. But if I had to pick just one, I'd go with Hooked on Phonics. It's simple to follow, they include the math program in the price, and I think it's a really good program to help teach kids to read. And I love that they include that hands-on practice as well. Runners up to this program would be ABC Mouse or Reading Eggs. ABC Mouse is a great program, but it just has so much that your kids might end up spending hours on the program, but not ever actually doing the learning path. And Reading Eggs is a little complicated for parents, and the library does have some questionable reading materials in it. Are there any kids early learning apps that I forgot to mention? Or anything that you'd like to see me review more in depth on my channel? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.